Okay, another shop update video. We have a few good projects going this week. We have this Escalade, getting a built motor. This is a Magnuson, has a fuel system and a built tranny. So that one's coming up. That one will be getting tuned and completed probably the end of this week. We also have our first Dark Horse in here. We're going through the whole process with this one. You can see we've already got a lot of it dismantled. This is going to be a Whipple, and we're actually already starting the billet oil pump gears on it. So far everything looks fairly similar outside of the fact of the dual inlet throttle body, but for the most part everything else looks the same. Brody, any surprises on this one?
Not yet. Very similar to Gen 3. Has a couple minor heat shields that they've added, but overall, pretty close. It does have the coolant pump for the auto stop.
The other difference is the PCM now, you can see since they got the dual throttle body, the PCM now has to go down into the wheel well.
Yep, it's kind of mounted down in front of the tire instead of being right here now. This is the air box.
Well, we're going to get the billet gears installed on this one, and this is, obviously there's only a Whipple calibration. We are not going to mess around with any of the race gas, you know, out of the box, Whipple tune, it's the safest, it's for that's what the customer wants. Once custom tuning's available, we can look at fuel systems and other pulleys. So, out of the box, Whipple tune, that's coming this week.
Good place to start.
All right, that one's coming up. Alright, we are getting the oil pump gears off of this. If you could see, if you look right there, it is still back to the same pump. The Gen 1. It has the same Gen 1 pickup, doesn't it, Brody?
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, if you look real close, it's the Gen 1 pickup just like it was before. And those are now a Torx head.
Yeah, 40 Torx
plus. 40 Torx plus, so you could see that's a little 45. Bit unique getting it in and out of there, but getting the oil pump gears in here. Okay, we are back on the Dark Horse oil pump gears. I've had some people asking about this. You can see they did go to the Gen 1 style pickup tube. It's definitely larger. And the timing gear, I can tell you the timing gear for sure is still the same. You can still see the pencil. I mean, look how razor thin that is on the keyway there. That shows you. So it's still the stock timing gear that we've been seeing. Has the different pickup tube. We're getting ready to pull the oil pump apart right now. Here's the oil pump. As we were saying, you can see the inlet is definitely bigger than the Gen 1, but it is still the same style. Brody's going to pull it apart and let's see what we get for gears. Okay, we did get it all apart, and you can definitely see these are for sure cast. These are cast. I don't know if this is showing up in the video or if it's, let me try to get it to focus. There you go, right there. You can see those are Dark Horse oil pump gears, and you can definitely see that those are cast. So back in we go. We use Boundary for everything. So far we've had great success with them, putting the billet oil pump gears in, and then the Whipple install's coming right up. What do you think, Brody?
Pretty good. First one I've seen break on the first hit.
That was, I mean, I would say that was probably an 8-foot drop.
Yeah.
Would you not say?
They bounced the first try.
Yeah.
So probably not a good sign.
Well,
do these.
No bouncing. All right, got her all apart. It's getting ready to go back together. All right, we are continuing with the Whipple install on the Dark Horse. you can see the carbon traps in the stock intake. I thought it was kind of cool. If you look at the Whipple ones, they include it kind of in the side. I don't know if the camera can see, but that's how Whipple is doing the carbon trap. It's in the side there. The other thing, what's the other couple other, there's the, you do now get a map sensor with the S650 kit, just like the truck kit.
Yep.
So you're getting a map sensor. So they're probably tying that on to one of the IMRC plugins and tuning it. We've done that before on other kits. And then the bracket, it's cast, it's a little unique. Otherwise, straightforward, huh, Brody?
Yeah, all pretty straightforward. Does use the stock lower air box when you get new filters.
Oh, okay.
Filters.
All right.
I don't know if you got this on there.
Oh yeah, the dual inlet. Everyone's seen
inlet.
that so far, but yeah.
I thought it was going to be plastic, but it's all rubber.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
It does look plastic.
And then
okay.
the instructions, I haven't found it yet, but they just give you a dummy plug for the second throttle body.
Oh, okay.
There's no like Y or anything.
So they're just turning that off somehow in their tune and just using one.
And it comes with the 112 throttle body.
But still using both.
Back to a round throttle body.
Yeah.
Big one.
You've seen plenty of those in your GM life, haven't you?
Oh yeah. 112. What else? Everything else pretty well.
Yeah,
the
everything
same.
else looks the same. So.
There's an extra, like this has auto stop, so it has this coolant pump.
Oh yeah, that's similar to the
So
F-150s.
they changed the bracket because they put the tensioner right where it bolts to. I'm gonna put the belt on before I bolt it up.
All right.
Other than that, not much different.
No. We're continuing on. How much time you think it's going to take you? Where do you
From here on out?
Yeah.
Probably only got a couple hours left.
What would you say total?
Maybe 10 hours.
All right.
Total.
All right.
It's not bad.
Well, there you have. We're halfway through. We will show you the heat exchanger install, I guess, and the final installation of the head unit, but we're moving right along.
Once the blower's bolted down and the belt, I'll get the bumper off and start wrapping coolant hoses.
All right, we have the blower sit on here. This is new. This is the big single. What's the throttle body size on this one, Brody?
112.
This is a 112. So everyone's been used to that oval 132. It's been said that round flows better than oval. So I guess we'll see. But you can see, that's still a monster. That's a big inlet in there. That's crazy to see, isn't it? It's better than I thought it was going to be. Yeah, you can see those rotors pretty good, huh?
Yeah,
Sits on there the same?
Go in there.
Yeah.
Yep, not much different besides the map sensor, which...
Yeah, this is like the F-150.
They always have that provision.
You put the map sensor in here.
Yep.
Which we did not use, only on the F-150 kits.
Yep, so they added that. My extension's right there.
So, if you've installed these before, that's the new thing. No more IET2 sensor, since that map sensor is right there and it's in the runner after the heat exchanger, or after the intercooler, so it's good to go.
And they give you a little dummy plug for the second throttle body. This one's got an extension right here.
So it uses the driver's side connection.
Yep, the original side.
Yep, just like
So
before.
They just added it to this side.
And that's just the dummy connector.
Yeah.
Both, are they still using both
sure.
mass air sensors?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
You still use both boxes with the filter and then the intake.
I wonder what the map does. Is that a... You know,
It's a 5-wire.
Yeah, we did verify with it. It
Or
is the exact same map that's in the F-150 kits.
Which is a 2.5 bar or 3 bar.
Yep. So it's the same map. All right, we're moving along. We're getting ready to put that lid on and see how it goes. All right, we have it all installed, ready to go. This is going to be a legitimate first start. Legit. Go ahead, Brody. Let's see what happens. There we go. All right, the little rattle at the start, that was just the tensioner's pumping up from doing the valve springs, but and a little air pockets and probably the fuel system, but that tells you that's a legit first start. Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
What do you think, Brody?
Another one done.
I don't think that's probably one of the first few sets of oil pump gears that's been done in one of these.
Yeah. OPGs are done. Phillips sprocket's done. I'll give it a rev and I'll shut it off.
All right. We'll do a little more when we get going, but yeah, first start. We are on the inside. You can see the new Dark Horse interior. It's cool as hell. I like it. What do you think, Brody?
It's
You
nice.
like it? I like it.
Nice update.
It drives really good. We're gonna go on a quick drive and then I will share that with you. It drives good. I'm impressed. You impressed?
Yeah. Very nice shifting.
We are going on the first drive with the Whipple Dark Horse. I think the most surprising thing to me that honestly anyone could make power with this car. It's a Whipple calibration. You put on a pulley and add octane. There's nothing fancy or no secret tricks to it right now. You can go down a pulley, add some octane booster. You're with the Whipple calibration. So that's the tune and the horsepower you're stuck with. So all of the dynos, everything you see of the power number, these cars are really, really impressive for the power that they make. But I don't know if anyone's ever even said it. The drivability and the tune, it's like nothing I've driven before. And I've probably driven, what do you think, 200?
At least.
I'll bet you I've driven 200 supercharged or turbocharged 10 speeds. And I can't, the Whipple calibration is, I think, the most impressive thing about it. The power is great. We all know the power numbers. Everybody's seen them. But I can't believe just the way, the power and the way it shifts is just insane. Like the shifts of this 10 speed are crisp, but they don't snap your neck, but they're really clean. I mean, how would you explain?
Yeah. It's like DCT smooth.
Yes. Yeah,
I would say.
It does. I would say it's very similar. That's what I think is the most impressive thing about it.
Yeah, normally it's like a kind of like a hard jerk.
Yeah, it kind of pauses for like a half a tenth and then it just bangs.
Yeah.
Where you're gonna see, watch, I'm gonna just do one little decent like 3-4 pull here. And you'll just see, it just shifts. It feels very similar to DCT. I think that's the most impressive thing about it. Let me get through a spot here where we're safe. I'm super impressed with the calibration. I don't know if there's updates to the transmission internally or the Ford calibration also. But as far as a Whipple supercharged 10-speed, the Dark Horse is the smoothest one I've ever driven. I think it drives great. And the shifts, I think Brody nailed it. That's a great point. It does feel like DCT. All right, let's see if we can get one in here. We good?
Yeah.
You can see it just shifts. There's no banging. It's crisp and clean.
I didn't even like jerk on the shift.
No, I'm sure. I guess we'll see if the camera picks it up.
Yeah.
You know, but it feels like DCT. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
So there's our first, I would say, first drive of it, and I think it drives great. We haven't even dynoed the horsepower yet, and I'm already more so impressed than I thought I would be.
Yeah.
What do you think, Brody?
I think it's really good. I've only rode in a few of these, and it's very smooth.
Yeah. I'm laughing that it drives so good. I just can't believe it drives this good. The calibration's really good.
Yeah.
It remains to be seen how everything's going to hold up. I guess once when true custom tuning comes out, what's going to be available and how that's going to work. But as far as right now, if you're wanting an 800 horsepower Dark Horse with some octane booster, we like MS-109. I hate the way the plugs turn orange with everything else, but you want to put in some octane booster and run some additional, it'll add additional time, and it drives. It's going to drive great. 800 horsepower car that drives as good as just. I have not driven one that drives as good.
Kind of wonder how much timing they are putting in it.
I don't even know if we could log it. I can try and log it, I guess. We can see. And the cool thing about the Whipple cow is it automatically adjusts for timing. Or for octane.
Because of the wide bands.
Yeah, so it has the wide bands and the NOx sensors. So it'll automatically click up to add timing just if you have decent octane. But that being said, that's the first drive of one. 7:14 on the cool down run. Okay, that does it for the Dark Horse. As you saw, made 7:15. Again, bone stock pulley, bone stock Whipple tune. We're not turning that up. Nothing fancy. 91, 93 octane. We finished the car, took it for a drive, put it on the dyno. Real happy with those numbers. Prior generation cars didn't even make 700, so for it to make 715 hot, really happy. That customer will be back to turn it up. Coming up in next video, this is an ESS kit that we have done prior. We are going to go down to, I think, a 105 pulley on this. We're doing a Circle D converter. It's already on E85. We actually, funny thing, you have to put new rails on these cars once you start making over 700. So we've done the rails already, Circle D converter, built trans, and then we're going to put that on the dyno. That'll be in next week's video. Then we also have, I've been getting called out for the GM content, so I'm going to have Prody explain to you guys what this is. But this is a Z06 that we recently finished, and I'll have Prody give you guys all the details on it.
Yeah. So this is basically has our 900 package, KP 900, but also has the LME 416 as well. So it comes with the Cortez ice tank, Cortez heat exchanger, Mighty Mouse catch can, Cortez 5-inch intake, upper lower pulley, ported blower, ported heads, headers, E85, and dual nozzle meth kit. Hopefully it'll make about $950. But that's pretty much it. We haven't done one with the LME 416 yet with our max package, but a lot of others has been like less bolt-ons, so we'll see what this thing does.
All right, so that's coming up. We'll have that in next week's video also. So please like and subscribe. If you want to see any of these packages or you have any questions, give us a call. 816-629-1004. You can press option 1. That'll put you directly to me. I can answer any of the questions you have. 816-629-1004. That's it for this video. We'll see you on the next.